applause for Mark for putting this all together for us, for his awesome two-liners. And as he's walking out the door, gonna keep himself silent. This guy put the whole damn show together. He's the only reason we're all here, guys. Thank you, brother. He's the only reason any of us get to bore you tonight. Alright guys, welcome to the late night show. My name is Kyle Corbett, and I swear I had something else coming after that. Alright, it's 2021, guys. I'm pretty sure last year was 2019.
Yeah, me too. Exactly.
Alright, so before I became a comedian, I made my money as a boat captain.
Woo!
Now that I have become a comedian, I can proudly say, I make my money as a boat captain. But I've done a good amount of sailing out here off the coast of the Angels here. Pardon me, for those of you guys here who don't speak Spanish, that translates directly to here. Sailing off the coast of the Angels is a lot of fun. We have a beautiful, amazing city. We are honestly bitches for complaining about most of the things we do. So sailing off the coast of the Angels, oftentimes I find myself sailing south down into the whale's vagina. San Diego. No, I'm just kidding. San Diego doesn't actually smell like a vagina. It doesn't start smelling like a vagina until you sail just a little bit further south. I checked notes, okay, when I tell that joke because it's not racist against Mexicans at all. It's a joke about Mexico. Makes it a political. So, as a sailor, we oftentimes get people on board the boats, our tourists asking, hey, what's up with calling San Diego the whale's vagina? So we've developed a little bit of, we just let them know why. And in the sailor's terms, we tell them it be from a strong wind that come from the south. Poor San Diego, she got confused with her sister to the south. That strong wind that comes from the south. It blows from the south right on your nose. Blows right on your nose, straight from the Tijuana hose. Alright guys, I put all new material together, so I'm so stoked you guys are liking it. This has not been told to anybody before. Some of it might not be again after tonight. So, every time I like to get up on the stage here, I make sure to pound about 3 IPAs before I get up here. It works in my benefit. I get up here and I'm like, haha, right, I'm drunk at least more than most of you. This can't go bad for me. Usually some person in the crowd is like, oh, hey, look, he's joking, he's acting drunk. Nope. Alright, so there is a word that's been driving me nuts lately that I think was robbed from us by the younger demographic. And for those of you younger in the crowd, in case you didn't know, I've recently learned this. Anything that's going wrong in life, that's who you get to blame it on, is the younger demographic. I think it's X or Y or Z, but I'm still working on my numbers. And that word is literally. A younger crew member comes into my office, she's a deckhand, and she's like, oh my gosh, it literally took me 27 minutes to get here. And I'm like, no way, really? She's like, no, I'm serious, literally. And I'm like, whoa, I thought you were being facetious. She looked at me and she's like, dude, that's not appropriate. I said, you're right, you're not. By the way, everywhere I have the word facetious in my set list, have you ever tried spelling facetious? All of you just do me a favor in your head right now, try to spell out the word facetious.
Okay.
I tried this on Google, when you only know the first letter is an F and nothing afterwards. It's a really interesting search. At one point I clicked on the images, but the good thing is, I've got 2 new fetishes. You guys are amazing, guys. Let's give it up for the Lexington here. This is amazing they let us do this. Freaking radical. As I was walking up in here, I was walking from my car into the show, and there are a couple of homeless guys, and there's a couple walking in front of me. And they asked them for some money, and they gave them $1. And all of a sudden, I didn't realize I don't know how I never realized this before. I was like, oh my gosh. These guys are geniuses. They just made $1 right now, and not one of them has to make rent this month. Thinking further as I walked in, I realized I didn't make rent this month. I think technically, I'm not an accountant, but that means He's doing a little better than I am right now, so I plan to step it up. There is a big lack of homelessness in LA, though. They are trying to fill the spots. Right now, they're doing competitions for it, though. They're streaming live 24/7. In fact, you can see it live right outside. They call it bum fights. So I was talking to my friend on the phone the other day, and he told me that the largest growing demographic of homeless people in Southern California is actually millennials. I was like, what the fuck? How is that even possible? And then we continued the conversation. He told me some more, and I found out millennials really are the largest growing demographic. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? Millennials are so stupid. He's like, yeah, dude, you wouldn't even believe what else you don't know about millennials. I was like, what else don't I know? And I found out that evidently I am a millennial. So I think that gives me a millennial card. The better thing I found out from him was just after that, though, I recently found out that evidently I am homeless. I know, you're like, wait, dude, how'd you find out you were homeless? Usually you know when you're homeless, like you wake up in the morning, no door, no walls, you kind of figure it out. So before I wrap it up, Mark's giving me the pointer, which I think means the light. It's a good light. So I'm gonna give you guys a little quick brief about how I found out I was homeless. So I'm standing outside the marina where I work, and I'm talking to another captain, Captain Curtis, and he goes, man, I can't believe how many homeless we have here in Southern California. You know, we're third in the nation. I'm like, really, we're third? Well, who's number 2 and number 1? I kind of thought this was like the one thing we had. And he goes, oh no, Hawaii and San Francisco. And I go, really? Hawaii and San Francisco? Now Hawaii makes sense. It's warm, you can sleep on the beach, and if you fly there, you find yourself there, you're homeless, and you don't have any money, it's probably kind of hard to find a flight back. But San Francisco doesn't make any sense. It's freezing ass cold there. How in the world? You could never get your spoon hot enough to melt your hair. So he goes, no, Kyle, it's working homeless. And I go, working homeless, dude, that doesn't exist. He goes, what do you mean it doesn't exist? I'm like, either you're working or you're homeless. He's like, working homeless is a thing. And I'm like, dude, I don't see any of the homeless working. So he looks at me, takes a deep breath, looks me right in the eye. He looks over at the marina we work at, looks over at his camper van he sleeps in at night, looks over at my camper truck I sleep in at night, and then he just stared at me. Good night, guys. I'm Kyle Corbett.